Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brendan Gillen. Bonjour, messieurs, dames, je m'appelle Brendan Gillen. Je vous souhaite, au nom de l'Université McGill, la bienvenue à la collation des grades l'automne 2018 pour la Faculté des sciences de l'agriculture et l'environnement, la Faculté des arts, la Faculté des sciences d'éducation, la Faculté de droit, la Faculté de gestion des hôtels et l'École de musique Schulich. So let me welcome you on behalf of McGill University to the Fall 2018 Convocation Ceremony for the Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, the Faculty of Arts, the Faculty of Education, the Faculty of Law, the Des Hôtels Faculty of Management, and the Schulich School of Music. The ceremony will start shortly. Dans quelques instants, je vous soulignerai plusieurs moments importants dans le déroulement de la cérémonie. In a moment, I'll go over some of the major steps in the ceremony, but before I do so, may I ask you to join me in giving a warm round of applause for the Brian Sand Quintet. La cérémonie commencera avec l'entrée du cortège d'honneur et terminera avec sa sortie. Au moment de l'entrée, je vais vous demander de vous lever. The ceremony will begin with the entrance of the platform party and end with its departure, and just before it enters, I'll ask you all to stand. Une fois le cortège est installé ici sur l'estrade, sur la scène, la professeure Anna-Maria Popescu chantera l'hymne de l'université. So once the platform party is taken its place here on the stage, the Professor Anna-Maria Popescu will sing the university hymn. Le chancelier Michael Meehan, aussi bien que la principale Suzanne Fortier, vous adresseront chacun un bref discours, suivi par l'allocution de Kenneth Wayne Dryden, qui aura tout juste reçu un doctorat honoris causa. There will be brief speeches by the Chancellor, Michael Meehan, and by the Principal, Suzanne Fortier, followed by the Convocation Address to be given by Kenneth Wayne Dryden, who will just receive an honorary doctorate. Après la remise des diplômes, la secrétaire générale Adita Rogowska prononcera quelques remarques de clôture et la professeure Anna-Maria Popescu chantera l'hymne national. So once the diplomas have been conferred, the Secretary General, Adita Rogowska, will make a closing remark or two, and that'll be followed by the singing of the national anthem, again by Professor Anna-Maria Popescu. Le cortège d'honneur partira en premier, suivi par les diplômés. So the platform party will depart first, and then those who have been conferred diplomas will then leave. J'invite le doyen des étudiants, Chris Buttle, à vous informer des mesures de sécurité mises en place dans l'éventualité très peu probable d'une urgence. So I now ask the Dean of Students, Chris Buttle, to inform you about the security measures put in place in the very unlikely event of an emergency. Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Let's try that again. Good afternoon. Oh, much better. I can feel the energy now. Welcome to this fall's convocation ceremony at McGill. I do have the distinct honor of telling you about our emergency evacuation procedures. So thank you for your attention. Safety first. L'université a mis son point au plan pour faire face à une improbable situation d'urgence. Si une évacuation des lieux devenait nécessaire, le registrar en ferait l'annonce. Vous devrez alors quitter la salle sans tarder. Les agents de sécurité et placiers de Place des Arts vont guider l'évacuation. If an evacuation is required, the registrar will announce this and you'll be required to leave immediately. The Place des Arts security and ushers will guide the evacuation, follow their instructions, and listen to them. And if you need any help during the ceremony, you can also speak to an usher. So thank you very much for your attention and have a wonderful day, and congratulations to all of the graduating students. See, you're very warmed up now and you're clapping for an evacuation speech, so That's very good to hear. Thank you. I will now, just before we start, there's a short video that's going to show on the main screen, and after that video, the platform party will likely be arriving. Merci. Thank you.
My name is Maria Gracia. I did honors in Latin American Studies and International Development.
My name is Akil Varani and I'm a visual artist and graphic designer based in Montreal.
Je m'appelle Guillaume Drouin-Garneau, je suis ancien de McGill. J'ai gradué en 2012.
Once I graduated, I really wanted to find a way to stay connected with the university. I did some research and found the McGill Women's Alumni Association. It really spoke to me because of their mission to highlight what female grads have been contributing to the community.
Ma participation au sein du club cycliste de McGill, je pense qu'on est une super belle gang. Puis encore aujourd'hui, on voit des anciens, des jeunes qui sont étudiants, puis on fait des sorties ensemble, on partage une passion. Donc...
I've spoken at homecoming events, the McGill Young Alumni Association.
How I got involved with the mentor-mentee program with the McGill Alumni Association was actually I was trying to find a way to give my time to McGill.
I definitely recommend any mentorship program, and whether it's having a connection to other people or advice from someone who's been through it.
Through McGill Connect, I was introduced to this global network of McGill alumni who I had something in common with. I made the decision that London, England would be best for me to kickstart my career.
I want to wish the graduating class all the best of luck.
This is the beginning of a very exciting new chapter in your life.
Bonne chance à tous. Je vous souhaite du succès dans vos projets futurs. Have fun, enjoy the ride, and be patient.
Just a brief reminder, will you please turn off your cell phones or put them on vibration mode? S'il vous plaît, éteindre vos cellulaires ou les mettre sur vibration. Merci beaucoup. Please stand. Levez-vous, s'il vous plaît.
Veuillez vous asseoir. Please be seated. Thank you, Professor Popescu. Good afternoon, graduating students, families, and friends. As Chancellor and on behalf of McGill University, I welcome you to the Fall 2018 Convocation for students graduating from the faculties of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Arts, Education, Law, Des Hôtels Faculty of Management, and Schulich School of Music. Bon après-midi à tous les diplômés, proches et amis. À titre de chancelier et au nom de l'Université McGill, je vous souhaite la bienvenue à la Place des Arts afin de célébrer la cérémonie de collation des grades automne 2018 et de souligner les réalisations des diplômés de la Faculté de sciences de l'agriculture et de l'environnement, arts, droit, gestion des hôtels, sciences de l'éducation et l'école de musique Schula. Chers diplômés, permettez-moi tout d'abord de vous offrir mes plus sincères félicitations. En cette journée mémorable, c'est un immense honneur pour moi d'être ici, de vivre avec vous cette étape importante de votre vie. Now, I have a keen appreciation of the importance of this day and the memories that you will keep with you of this moment in your life. Once upon a time, when dinosaurs ruled the land, I was sitting in the audience as part of a graduating class at McGill, just like you. I took much the same journey to arrive at this day, although in my case, I remember calling my friends on a rotary phone, writing essays on a typewriter, and taking my graduation photos with a film camera. And some considerable time later, I returned on 2 occasions as a parent of McGill graduates, and like all parents here today, I was beaming with pride. Et maintenant, à titre de chancelier, j'ai le privilège d'assister aux cérémonies de collation des grades chaque année. Nous pouvons donc affirmer, sans crainte de nous tromper, que ces cérémonies n'ont plus de secret pour moi. Whether as a graduate or parent or chancellor, the occasion remains for me a richly deserved celebration of hard work, commitment, sacrifice, and achievement. So bravo and well done to each and every one of you. One of the traditions of Convocation is for older people, like myself, to offer advice to younger people like you. And like most older people, I do enjoy giving advice, but I thought that this year I'd turn the tables and turn the tradition around and do something different. I think the term is disruptive. The fact is, I think the class of 2018 has a lot of good advice for me and others of my vintage. So I'd like to take this occasion to tell you about some of the things I've learned over the past years. I've learned that if you have a good idea, you can act on it very quickly. Could be starting a new business venture, or helping your community, or rallying people around a worthy cause. There are many, many examples of this in the audience here today. People who've taken action, used social media, crowdfunding, and other tools to make good things happen. I've also learned that traditional fields of study or expertise, or even experience, don't pigeonhole you or restrict your initiative. On the contrary, our graduates are probably the most connected class in the history of McGill. You routinely reach out across disciplines, fields of study, campuses, the community, and even time zones to collaborate and work with others. I've learned that no person or community in need is off limits to the compassion of our graduates. You dedicate your time and volunteer your efforts to a myriad causes. devastated communities, wrongfully convicted Canadians, environmental challenges, student caregivers, mental health, the plight of the homeless, patients in local hospitals, and your fellow students, and many more. These are great qualities, and I could easily stop now, say thank you, and sit down. But as Chancellor, I'm contractually obligated to add my 2 cents worth. So to these qualities, I would add a few very traditional and non-disruptive suggestions for your consideration. You may find that even at the speed of internet, you can run into roadblocks or hurdles, often in the form of rules or processes. Those hurdles slow things down, and it can be very frustrating. Sometimes being patient can seem like a dreadful waste of time. But be patient anyway. Being patient doesn't mean being complacent. It just means taking a longer route to reach your final destination. Sometimes a desire to achieve a goal or make your voice known can run into opposition or contrary points of view. And when you have a strong viewpoint, compromise may be the last thing you want, but compromise anyway. Sometimes when you don't get exactly what you want, you get exactly what is required. Compromise sure isn't perfect, but it does work. And sometimes the age of social media can render you absolutely furious at people who shout you down or reduce debate to insults. That can make you so angry that you can't imagine showing your enemies the least bit of kindness. But be kind anyway. A world based on escalating anger and intolerance really isn't much of a world. Sometimes you have to back away from harsh words and outrage in order to make a better, more compassionate society. Our world needs more, much more, thoughtful discourse, more room for diverse voices, more tolerance and understanding, more kind words, and less rancor. Il y a quelques années, alors qu'un bon nombre d'entre vous amorçaient leur parcours universitaire, les poètes canadiens Patrick Lane et Lorna Crozier recevaient un doctorat honorifique de l'Université McGill. Ils ont prononcé leur allocution sous forme de poème et demandé aux nouveaux diplômés « Où trouverez-vous maintenant ce qui nourrira votre existence ?» I think much of what you've learned over the past few years can and will sustain you. Your knowledge, your friendships, your experiences, and your connection to McGill. So do keep finding ways to share your creativity with other people. Do act on good ideas and good intentions. Do keep your hearts open to your friends and to your supporters here at McGill. Because wherever you go in this world, this will always be your home, and we will always cheer your successes and your accomplishments. So do please stay in touch, not just today, but throughout your journey as a McGill graduate. I hope that this day is both a joyous ending and an auspicious beginning for all of you. And thanks very much for all your good advice. Merci, bonne chance. J'aimerais maintenant inviter la professeure Suzanne Fortier, principale et vice-chancelière de l'Université McGill, à s'adresser à l'auditoire. Madame Fortier.
Je voudrais souhaiter la bienvenue à tous nos finissants de 2018. Welcome to the graduating class of 2018. I'm thrilled to be here today with our Chancellor, the Chair of the Board, governors, our distinguished honorary degree recipient, special guests, award winners, esteemed colleagues, and of course, your family and your friends. Nous sommes réunis ici aujourd'hui pour vous dire à quel point nous sommes fiers de vous. Félicitations. Let's give a big round of applause to our graduates. As I was thinking about this day, one word came to mind: return. Now, you may find it a bit strange, as you've barely left McGill, but actually I was thinking of the word return as it is used in the acronym ROI, Return on Investment. Of course, it's a concept that normally uses in the business world, but I believe that it applies also to everyday life. And what better time than this graduation to take a moment to reflect on your investments over the last few years here at McGill. And I heard you, as your name is called and as you walk across the stage, to celebrate this very concrete return that you are receiving on your hard work, perseverance, and resilience. But of course, this is just the beginning. The investments you've made, not only in your studies, but also in building lasting friendships, in collaborating with your colleagues, in contributing to your community, or in excelling in the activities outside of your studies, will reap benefits for you throughout your life. Now, you know you were not alone. Many others have invested in you along the way. Your family and your friends who supported you in your studies, as well as your professors, librarians, university staff, who all have played a big role in your learning. So let's give them a big round of applause. There's another kind of return I would like to talk about. I was introduced to it a few years ago as I attended an MBA class here at McGill. It's called ROL, Return on Luck. We know, of course, that life brings us many unexpected turns, good and bad. Turns that are out of our control, beyond our grasp. We call it luck. What we do with our good luck, how we benefit from it, and more importantly, how we share it so that others benefit too, in many ways define the course of our lives and the impact we'll have on the world. Joanne Liu, who's president of Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders, expressed this in a very compelling way when she was conferred an honor degree by McGill in 2016. As you know, Médecins Sans Frontières delivers medical care to people in very difficult situations, in situation of danger and conflict. And Joanne said, I work with people who have no choice, and I believe we have to give them our best, precisely for this reason, because they have no choice. I don't pick, I don't take, I just give the best I can. And there's one last kind of return I would like to mention. I call it ROR, that is return on respect. It may not always be obvious, but it always pays off to respect all of those around us, no matter what. And as you build your future, always remember that respect is something that all human beings deserve and that all human beings should give others. J'espère qu'en quittant McGill, vous vous souviendrez de tout ce que vous avez appris et que vous allez mettre à profit ce que vous avez appris afin de façonner un monde meilleur pour vous et pour les autres. Le récipiendaire du doctorat honorifique qui est avec nous cet après-midi a contribué de façon remarquable à de nombreux pans de la société et s'est consacré à aider les autres. Later in the ceremony this afternoon, we will honor a great Canadian, Mr. Ken Dryden. Mr. Dryden has invested his time, intelligence, and great talents to improving the lives of Canadians. He has distinguished himself by his commitment to giving back, and I hope that he will inspire you all today as you set out to forge your own future. Today, you join the global network of McGill graduates who have made immense contributions to society. And as we prepare to celebrate our 200th anniversary, together we can dream about what we might accomplish in our third century. So please do return to your alma mater. Félicitations, congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Fortier. We will now proceed with the Administrative and Support Staff Awards presentation. J'invite le professeur Yves Beauchamp, vice-principal administration et finances, à présenter les gagnants des prix de la principale au personnel administratif et de soutien, et j'invite les lauréats à monter sur la scène et rejoindre la principale quand votre nom est appelé. Professeur Beauchamp.
Le prix de la principale pour le personnel administratif et de soutien a été institué afin de reconnaître la part exceptionnelle du personnel administratif et de soutien auprès de la communauté McGilloise. Chaque année, à l'occasion des cérémonies de collation des grades de l'automne, nous soulignons les réalisations des membres du personnel administratif et de soutien qui œuvrent à l'essor de cet illustre établissement qu'est l'Université McGill. Madame la principale et vice-chancelière, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter les gagnants de cette année. Lorsque votre nom sera prononcé, veuillez vous rendre sur la scène où la professeure Fortier vous remettra votre prix de façon officielle. Madame Vice Chancellor, I present to you Mrs. Anita Carr, representing the winners of the team category. Au cours de la dernière année, une équipe de professionnels des communications de l'Institut et Hôpital neurologique de Montréal a lancé Neuro Exceptionnel, une captivante série vidéo consacrée à des femmes professionnelles qui partagent leur expérience inspirante et la passion qui les pousse à atteindre l'excellence. Les capsules qui mettent en valeur le travail accompli par des femmes au neuro visent à présenter des modèles féminins aux aspirantes chercheurs et cliniciennes du monde entier. The team comprised of Mrs. Rosalia Felice, Mrs. Anita Carr, and Mr. Anthony Rouvoy worked tirelessly to bring this project to fruition, and today we honor for their collaboration, dedication, and drive to inspire and connect with others. Madam Vice Chancellor, I present to you Mrs. Anita Carr, representing the Neuro Exceptional Video Series Communication Team, this year's winner of the Principal Award for Administrative and Support Staff in the Team Project category. Madame Vice Chancellor, I present to you Mr. David Grenon. Monsieur Grenon est technicien de contrôle de l'énergie à l'unité de gestion des installations des services auxiliaires. Depuis son entrée à l'Université McGill en 2009, il se distingue par son grand esprit d'équipe et son leadership exceptionnel. Affichant des aptitudes et un sens de l'éthique hors pair, il sait également faire preuve de créativité dans la résolution de problèmes complexes. This past year, as part of the McGill 5 Years Energy Management Plan, Mr. Grenon concluded the task of completely automating the mechanical equipment of downtown campus, allowing all users to obtain the desired temperature condition appropriate to their daily needs. His outstanding work allowed McGill to reduce its energy consumption by 10% and its global energy budget by $1.3 million annually. Moreover, the university was recognized by the Quebec Association for Energy Management Energia competition as the best energy efficiency project in Quebec. Madam Vice Chancellor, I present to you Mr. David Grenon, this year winner of the Principal Award for Administrative and Support Staff in the Trade and Service category. Madam Vice Chancellor, I present to you Mrs. Claire Cooney. Renia? I'm sorry. That's fine. Sorry about that. I present to you Mrs. Renia Ilian. Voilà. Madame Ilian est coordonnatrice principale administration et affaires étudiantes à la division de chirurgie orthopédique de la faculté de médecine. Par son dévouement, son travail assidu et son sens aigu de l'organisation, elle contribue à améliorer le rendement de la division. Soucieuse du bien-être de ses collègues, Madame Ilian s'est fait preuve d'une grande délicatesse dans l'exercice de ses fonctions. Always willing to assist residents and staff members alike, Mrs. Ilian has played a crucial role in the success of several new projects recently introduced in the division. Among them, a mentorship program that matched residents and staff, a program to integrate new staff in the faculty, and an orthopedic boot camp for new residents, which ran in the month of July, and help familiarize new residents with basic orthopedic skills. Madam Vice Chancellor, it's my pleasure to present to you Mrs. Renia Ilian, this year winner of the Principal Award for Administrative and Support Staff in the clerical category. Madam Vice Chancellor, I present to you Mr. François Miller. Directeur du Bureau du développement durable de l'Université McGill, M. Miller supervise une équipe d'employés et de stagiaires dévoués dans la mise en œuvre d'initiatives axées sur la durabilité au sein de la communauté McGilloise. Grâce à ses conseils avisés, l'Université a pris les mesures nécessaires pour prioriser la réalisation de projets visant à accroître la durabilité environnementale, sociale et économique à McGill. M. Miller s'est ainsi vu confier la mise en œuvre du plan d'action pour le climat et la durabilité Vision 2020 qui vise à atteindre cet objectif important. Recently, he led several successful projects that won the university the title of the second greenest campus in Canada, as well as one of the Canadian top 100 greenest employees. Madam Vice Chancellor, I present to you Mr. François Miller, this year winner of the Principal Award for Administrative and Support Staff in the Management and Excluded Position category.
Thank you, Professor Beauchamp. Congratulations to all of this year's winners on their great accomplishments. L'Université McGill est ravie de célébrer les réalisations de l'un de ses diplômés, l'honorable Kenneth Wayne Dryden. I ask Professor Robert Leckie, Dean of the Faculty of Law, to present our distinguished alumnus, so that he may have conferred upon him the highest recognition that it is within the power of this university to grant. And I ask Mr. Dryden to join me at center stage for the presentation of the honorary degree. Dean Leckie.
Mr. Chancellor, author, lawyer, politician, academic, sports executive, member of the Hockey Hall of Fame, and philanthropist, Honorable Kenneth Wayne Dryden is a Canadian Renaissance man. The beloved goaltender of the Montreal Canadiens helped the team win 6 Stanley Cups. He was awarded 5 Vezina... He was awarded 5 Vezina trophies as the league's outstanding goaltender, the Calder Memorial Trophy as Rookie of the Year, and the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player during the playoffs. Regarded as the most consistent goalie of modern times, his celebrity only grew as he was one of 2 goaltenders in the epic, unforgettable 1972 Summit Series against the Soviet Union, which captured all Canadians' imaginations. Simultaneously striving for academic excellence, Mr. Dryden earned a law degree from McGill University. Off the ice, his contributions to hockey extend to roles as team president, commentator, analyst, and best-selling author. The game, nominated for a Governor General's Award, is regarded as the best ever hockey book. Game Change, published in 2017, focuses on the devastating effects of athletes' brain injuries. Après avoir accroché ses jambières, Ken Dryden a connu une brillante carrière au service de l'État, d'abord à titre de premier commissaire à la jeunesse de l'Ontario, puis de député libéral de la circonscription de York Centre, ainsi que ministre du Développement social du Canada. Promoteur de l'éducation et de l'alphabétisation chez les jeunes, M. Dryden est le fondateur et principal donateur d'un programme de bourse d'études postsecondaires qui, depuis 25 ans, permet chaque année à 8 jeunes vivant en foyer d'accueil d'avoir un meilleur accès à un enseignement supérieur. He has recently taught at the McGill Institute for the Study of Canada. His course, Thinking the Future to Make the Future, challenged his students to imagine the Canada and world they wanted to live in and how to achieve them. Among numerous other honors, Ken Dryden was named in 2013 an Officer of the Order of Canada. And we are pleased to present him with another honor here this afternoon for his numerous contributions to Canadian life, from the ice to the public arena. Monsieur le Chancelier, je vous présente Ken Dryden et vous invite à lui décerner un doctorat ès lettres honoris causa.
I now invite Dr. Ken Dryden, who's just received his 2nd degree from McGill University, to address Convocation. Dr. Dryden.
Chancellor Meehan, Madame la Principale et Vice-Chancelière, Monsieur le Président du Conseil des Gouverneurs, members of the Platform Party, proud families and guests, and, et surtout, most of all, you, chers finissants de 2018, the graduating class of 2018. I am very glad to be here. I am very proud to receive this honor. And before I begin my remarks, I just have to say, as I was walking in and looking around the auditorium looks great. And all of you look great. And as I was coming over here today, I was remembering that when we had our law school graduation, it was here in Place des Arts also. And it was in June of 1973. And about 2 or 3 weeks before that, we were parading through the streets of Montreal with our second Stanley Cup. It was a nice month. I taught a course here at McGill for 5 years. For some of those years, together with the universities of Calgary, Saskatchewan, and Ryerson. Some of you here may have taken it. I called it Making the Future. I knew that all of you in your other courses were learning about the present and the past. I wanted you to think about the future, Canada's future, the world's future, and your own. I told the students, you have 60-plus years of your life ahead of you, 40-plus years of your working life. What kind of Canada, what kind of world do you want? Assume that you're not just a passenger to that world. Assume you're a driver. Where do you want to go? But don't just give me a vision. Visions are easy. Tell me at least some of the steps you'd need to take to get you there. I love teaching that course. The students struggled at times focusing on the future. They wanted to talk about what they already knew, the past and the present, because they were proud of what they had learned. When we would debate big questions, they would often say, they will do this, or they will do that. And I'd stop them. No, I'd say, this isn't about them. Very soon, they is going to be you. What would you do? I gave them several articles to read and 2 books. One of them by another McGill grad, Steven Pinker. It's called The Better Angels of Our Nature. It's about violence throughout history, how it has gotten worse and worse, of course, except, as Steven Pinker documents carefully and clearly, it hasn't. That no matter what we see and know, the wars, the bombings, the mass shootings, violence, in fact, has decreased through history. Because of systems of governance we've created, because of laws, because of trade and travel and better understandings, even though our capacity to commit violence with nuclear weapons and other weapons of mass destruction have gone up and up. I assigned the book to the students not so they would learn more about violence, but so they would learn that in spite of what every adult voice in their lives has told them, that the world is not going to hell in a handbasket, that they have every right to believe that life can be better, that they can make their own life and Canada's life and the world's life better. I used to love cautionary tales. 1984, A Brave New World, The Handmaid's Tale, how they are so haunting, so wise, so all-seeing and all-knowing. I'm much more impatient about them now. I don't need to know so much that things can get worse and what life would be like if they do. Mostly, I get that. What I need to know is how not to get there, how to get to some other better place. I don't need more awareness of the problems, as if somehow more awareness automatically is the answer itself. Because after all, if we know something, how could we not do what needs to be done? I need more awareness of the steps we need to take so that the awful doesn't happen. What do we do? The steps, the concrete, doable steps. I need aspirational, not cautionary tales. Not aspirational in the sense of fantasies or motivational pep talks, but the actions that need to be taken that will get me and get us there. This is where you come in. Graduation, This time and stage in your life is a time for aspirational tales. Don't hold back. The present and the future need you. In the last few years I gave the course, in the first class I asked the students to submit a one-pager for the next class, a story of one day in their life 10 years from now. Not 5 years. I knew that they would just slough that off without thinking. 5 years, I don't even know what I'm doing this weekend. But 10 years was far enough ahead that they knew they had to come up with some answer. What they wrote was fascinating. Most of them said they will be married or with someone. Most of them said they will have kids. Most will be living in Canada, in big cities. But most of them also mentioned international lives, not just through travel, but in working somewhere else. Many mentioned getting to work by bike, not cars. The most common occupation they mentioned was law, but most often it was environmental or human rights law, not big money law. Overall, most of the students, without using the words, described balanced lives. Work, family, friends, but also other activities. Beyond their work, other aspects of themselves and their world. Lives that were challenging and ambitious, but very possible. 10 years from now, most of us, will be living lives very different from what we now imagine. But what's interesting to me is that now, left to their own selves, to write their own story, this is what they wrote. And this is the tone in which they wrote it. Not with express optimism, they didn't use the word, but a life they can quite imagine that is good and worthy. One that they think about with unease, sure, but not fear. One that has all kinds of possibilities in it. It's important for us to see all that isn't and what should be. But it's also important for us to see what is. The bad, but also the good. If I were still teaching the course, I would assign Steven Pinker's new book, Enlightenment Now, where in the same way that he examined violence and its history, he looks at life expectancy, health, levels of education, income, not just in North America, but everywhere in the world. 100 years ago, when we were dying at 50, it was impossible to imagine that today we'd live past 80. When I was a kid, we had to eat everything on our plates because, as our parents told us, think about all the kids starving in China. Today, look at China. So many things are impossible unless they happen, unless they exist, unless we see them in front of us. Then the impossible is possible. We have to see what is wrong, but we also have to see what is right. I stopped teaching my course in 2017 to do something similar, but outside the university, in a CBC and Radio-Canada series we called We Are Canada. It being 2017, Canada's 150th birthday, I knew that people would want to look back, to recognize, acknowledge, and celebrate those who have come before us and on whose shoulders we stand. But instead, I wanted us to look ahead, because the best, the most respectful way to recognize and acknowledge and celebrate the past is to build on what came before. If the future doesn't work, if Canada was a failed country, it wouldn't matter much how great the past was. And if we wanted really to know who we were in 2017, what Canada is, and to see what we can be, I wanted us to look at what lots of young Canadians are doing in all kinds of fields, science, the arts, education, business, the community. They are the future shapers, the future definers, the future makers. To see them is to see what we have in us to be. And this is you. In sports, I learned at least two things. One, that no matter how good you are, you never start a season, you never start the Stanley Cup playoffs good enough to win. You have to find a way during that season, during those playoffs, to get better, to rise to the occasion, to the challenge, and whoever does so the most will win. Your parents see you now at 22 or 25, and they see all the incredible challenges of the world, and they fear. That's what parents do. They forget that one day you will be 30 and 35 and 45. You will learn even more than you've learned up until now. You will get smarter and better, even more than you are today. You will rise to the occasion, to the challenge of Canada and of the world. You will be ready to take on what you need to face. And two, that you can't know now that you can do all of these things, but just don't know that you can't. Get into your life. Find something you get so immersed in that you don't matter so much, and it does. So you think about it and worry and fear less about you. So you just do. And you may find out that you can do a lot more than you or anyone ever thought you could. At McGill, if not first, I learned this best. When I was going to law school, and in the other hours of the day, I was playing for the Canadians. I didn't have time to sit back and know that I couldn't. I just had to do. And then, who knew what might happen next? So, to all of you, good luck. I can't wait to see the future you will make. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dryden. I think the applause and the attention that was given to your remarks are a clear indication of the excellence of our choice and our newest honorary degree recipient. And all of us appreciate very much the thoughtfulness and inspirational words that you delivered here today. We'll now proceed with the conferral of the academic degrees. Professor Christopher Manfredi, Provost and Vice Principal Academic, will begin the formal proceedings. Professor Manfredi.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. McGill University's fall convocations are university-wide ceremonies where graduates from many faculties come together to celebrate this great day in their academic careers. This afternoon, I am pleased to invite students graduating from the faculties of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, Arts, Education, Law, the Desautels Faculty of Management, and the Schulich School of Music for the conferral of degrees, diplomas, or certificates. This is truly a joyous event in the cycle of a university's life, particularly at McGill, where we have such talented and accomplished students. Each student crossing the stage this afternoon will be greeted by the Chancellor, the Principal, or the Chair of the Board of Governors. Students receiving their first degree shall remove their mortarboard or hat. At center stage, they will be symbolically capped, signaling ceremonially the conferral of the degree. Students who have already earned a university degree keep their mortarboard on and will be congratulated by a tap on the shoulder. The parchment or degree itself is given to students after they have a photo taken and leave the stage. You will see some students wearing red or white scarves. All self-identifying Indigenous students, First Nations, Inuit, and Métis, are entitled to wear graduation scarves at Convocation, in the community, and at any and all future McGill events that they attend. The red scarf is for those receiving a degree, and white for those getting a diploma or certificate. The feather has two meanings: respect for the person and the mark of an amazing or special event. The Confederacy belt signifies attachment to and respect for the land on which we live, and the turtle symbolizes the inclusiveness of all nations and respect for diversity. It is fitting that we recognize our Indigenous graduates in this way, just as we recognize that McGill University is on land which long served as a site of meeting and exchange amongst Indigenous peoples. We acknowledge and thank the diverse Indigenous people whose presence enriches this territory on which peoples of the world now gather. En vertu des pouvoirs qui me sont conférés par le Sénat de McGill, je déclare que les candidats dont le nom figure sur la liste officielle des diplômés de l'université, qu'ils soient présents ou absents, ont satisfait aux exigences de leur grade, diplôme ou certificat respectif. By virtue of the powers conferred upon me by McGill's Senate, I declare that the candidates whose names appear on the university's official list of graduates, whether they be present or absent, have satisfied the requirements for their respective degrees, diplomas, or certificates. By tradition at McGill, we begin with students receiving graduate degrees, followed by students obtaining undergraduate degrees. I now invite Professor Alumni Soroyan to present the graduates and the deans of the faculties or their delegates to congratulate all graduating students. Congratulations, class of 2018. Félicitations.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Bioresource Engineering, Ademola Peter Adekunle. Ahmed Saad Ahmed. Maria Mercedes Garcia Holguera. Joseph Daniel Gillis. Tianjing Jiang. John Quilty. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Parasitology, Julian Wunderlich. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Renewable Resources, Kritika Mittal. H.M. Twidur Rahman. Tinting Wu. For the degree of Master of Science in Animal Science, Audrey Frances St. Ives. For the degree of Master of Science in Bioresource Engineering, Emmett Thomas Austin. Amarjit Kaur Buller. Samprit Singh Diol. Rapanjit Singh Daliwal. Ernest Tabanabakize. Allegra Ann Johnson. Surui Lee. Jessica McKinnon. Sarabjit Singh. Gregory Mark Wilson. For the degree of Master of Science in Food Science and Agricultural Chemistry, Mai-Ning Chung. Harpreet Kaur. Michele Langela. Harshiv Kumar Rajesh Kumar Patel. Shitya Pawar. Lang Yao. Fanglin Yu. Yu Jia Zheng. For the degree of Master of Science in Human Nutrition, Akankasha Singh Sen. For the degree of Master of Science in Plant Science, Caroline Mathieu. Caleb Good Gingrich Rager. For the degree of Master of Science in Renewable Resources, Pierre-Laurent Macridis. For the degree of Master of Science applied in Bioresource Engineering, Faize Bagherpur. Wasmit François. Tinzar Lin. For the degree of Master of Science applied in Human Nutrition, Tiziana Cambiotti. Bridget Mary Kathleen Pike. Khalifa Rodriguez. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences and Agro-Environmental Sciences, Christelle Marcil. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences in Environment, Sophie Jade Burks, Honors in Environment. Stephanie Chan. Cody Michael Danaher. Mariana Gabriela Garcia Ruiz Garcia. Joanna May Griffin, Honors in Environment and Dean's Honor List. Carrie Miao Tang. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences in Life Sciences, Biology and Agriculture, Samantha Marie Hill Gagné. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Food Science, Yanlin Wang. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Nutritional Sciences, Wanjian He, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nutritional Science. Kai Yi, Dean's Honor List, and also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nutritional Science. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutritional Science in Nutrition, Rana Ayman Abdul El Yamani. Tzu Ching Jennifer Lee. Degrees in the Faculty of Arts. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Anthropology, Janelle Marie Baker. Pierre-Alexandre Paquet. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Hispanic Studies, Lilia Ludim Eskildsen Torres. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in History, Alexandra Diva Ketchum. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Information Studies, Fei Xue. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Islamic Studies, Catherine Joanna Kalemkerian. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology, Alisa Ann Mazar. Luyang Zhou. For the degree of Master of Arts in Art History, Sandra Evorlian. Clea Hawkins. For the degree of Master of Arts in Communication Studies, Sophia Sylvia Missenheimer. For the degree of Master of Arts in Economics, Aditi Chaudhry. Iran Gong. Gurbani Kaur. Asli Gürer. Chimi Hung. Tao Ji. Falguni Jaya Joshi. Tresor di Baril Kaya Engalihua. Yunjin Yang. Jianhua Lin. Huichin Liu. Zachary Alton Shantz. Samriti Sharma. Shui Tao. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, Wenjun Zhu. Sabrina Aguzzi. Raphael Finn. Jonathan King. For the degree of Master of Arts in French, Catherine Degnaud. Valériane Dumarel. Marion Malik. Marie Laurier, Rollier. For the degree of Master of Arts in German Studies, Sophie Marie Schoenberg. For the degree of Master of Arts in History, Kate Elizabeth Barr. Omar Mohammed. Nicholas James Oswald. Nicholas Anthony James Pullen. Catherine Lacey Samuels. Matthew Andrew Thomas. Cristina Zovanis Manolias. For the degree of Master of Arts in History of Medicine, Robert Lembry. For the degree of Master of Arts in Islamic Studies, Omar Aziz. For the degree of Master of Arts in Linguistics, Emilia Kellison Lynn. For the degree of Master of Arts in Political Science, Cynthia Ann Charlton. Erica Alessandria de Torres. Shelby Marie Johnson. Anaïs Legarret Moras. For the degree of Master of Arts in Sociology, Alexander Ryan Levesque. For the degree of Master of Information Studies, Christopher Michael Lee Trudeau. For the degree of Master of Science Applied in Couple and Family Therapy, David Theodore Archer. For the degree of Master of Social Work, Rana Ahmed, Alumni Prize for the Outstanding MSW Thesis. Alexandra Bittner. Joanna Amelia Caldwell. Caroline Ann Elworthy. Orly Rachel Esteen. Paolo Roberto Fumaneri. Caroline Goyer. April Pauline Hayward. Jasmine Camille Lantier-Brune. Molly Lawrence. Lucy Mackrell. Alexia Maman. Michela Domenica Martiniello. Jennifer Nicole McElligott. Frances Ruth Moore. Shannon Morrison. Liam Patrick Murphy. Ashley Kelly Orloff. Leanne Paul. Jocelyn Porter. Valerie Joyce Rosser. Marie-Noémie Saint-Giron, Alumni Prize for the Outstanding MSW Independent Study Project. Heidi Shapiro, Alumni Award for Excellence in Clinical Practice. Hannah Ruth Warren. Leora Zunenschein. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology, Marilla Margaret Kingston. Alexandra Love McCohen. Elizabeth Catherine Reed. Nicholas Alexander Fraser. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Art History, Tzu Ke Wu. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Canadian Studies, Amrita Sanmugan. Amélie Marie-Stéphanie Rolls. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Sarah Al-Sharif. Audrey Lena Axton, distinction. Kristen Sarah Bean. Sebastian Hickman. Yi-Kun Jiang, Dean's Convocation Prize, First Class Honors in Economics, and Dean's Honor List. Zunqian Jiang, distinction. Matthew Solomon Kaplan Lewis. Diana Abel Matabwa. Matthew Ross McMurtry. Connor Robert O'Malley, Joint Honors in Economics and Finance. Linda Chin, Dean's Honor List. Janine Refai. Juliette Marie Rea. Tara Camille Tourne. Luke Weiner. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English, Jinjing Anna Dang, Dean's Honor List. Shandika Indraraja. Alexander Klein. Lauren Kranz, Max and Jenny Schwartz Award. David Matthew Teed. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Environment, is it Orel or Orel? Orel Albano. Catherine Kyle Clay. Severin Ashoka Ariant Shepherd, Honors in Environment. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Brianna Gabrielle Angud Hardy. Angel Z. Chi Lee. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in History, Hallie Mackenzie Ashby, Honors in History. Alexandra Beckett. Elliot Michael Gillings, Honors in History. Sara Nadia Hamdi. Stefano Michele Antioco Ianotti. Melissa Quinn. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Industrial Relations, Maria Joaquina Barberan Ramirez. Joseph Anthony Giancola. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Development Studies, Emily Jean Bremner. Mallory Brooke Bronfman Thomas. Shimon Chenju. Melanie Jordan Drutz. Martin Habrard. Lea Natsumi Ichikawa, distinction. Zahra Essam Jafar, distinction, first-class joint honors in International Development Studies and World Islamic and Middle East Studies. Louisa Meister-Kraft, first-class honors in International Development Studies. Sydney Krista Crimes, distinction and first-class honors in International Development Studies. Pauline Ramsey. Sabrina Victoria Rivas Jaspe. Mackenzie Lee Roop. Angus David Seeger. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Langue et Littérature Française, Rawan Ali. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics, Clea Elfie Stewart, distinction. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Elizabeth Reynolds Dalton. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Thomas Alexander Abbas. Dunia Benes. Hosemeddin Hamami. Alexandre Nicolas Lecoz. Thomas Anthony Carson Lupinacci. Adelaide Marie Hortense Mare. Andrea Ortega. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Rawan Al-Alawi. Tanis Allison Flemons, distinction. Esther Sharon Cooperman. Samrit Jong Rana. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Beatrice Dragomir. Charles Fisher. Yuka Hirabayashi. Janice Engyam, first class honors in sociology and distinction. Helen Ogundeji. Katia Nicole Reyes-Leal. Julie Rosité. Sophia Eleanor Stewart Shepherd. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Women's Studies, Rachel Simone Collins. Kelly Michelle Adriana Sheeter. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in World Religions, Debbie Alfred. For the degree of Bachelor of Social Work, Lauren Brouard Chuck. Peter Vipon Butler, Dean's Honor List. Bryn Morgan Davis, distinction. Manushka Guerrier, distinction. Marie-Pierre Mallette, Dean's Honor List. Peter Nishimiyama, Yamana. Hannah Celia Rabinovich, distinction. Alexandra Thibault. Leontine Uwababayeye. For the degree of Bachelor of Theology, Geoffrey Derek Jordan, Dean's Honor List. Pierre Chenouda, Dean's Honor List. For degrees in the Faculty of Education, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology, Zofia Alexandra Tchaikovska. Catherine Elizabeth Millett. Yevgenia Millman. Sumin Na. Gotami Pulakasingam. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, Amanda Elizabeth Jarrell. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Studies, Rick Blackburn. Yunjin Amy Kim. Pierre Mondestin Lubin. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in School and Applied Child Psychology, Vanessa Bao. Marina Simone Dupasquière. Sarah Khayutin. Haley Sobel. Ibokonolua Opeyemi Adekoya. For the degree of, this was for the degree of Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology. Sarah Cabesinia Lati. Christine Laganière. Jérémy Richard. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education and Society, Brandy Bird. Wei Yang. For the degree of Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, Christine Lena Dane. Rauda Harp. Xiuwei Li. For the degree of Master of Arts in Educational Psychology, Aisha Hamed Said Al-Khamisi. Nilufar Barodaran Rahmani. Kelsey Marie Laceno. Wingyan Kristen Shah. Fadi Abdullah Tunsi. James Aubrey Vivian. For the degree of Master of Arts in Kinesiology and Physical Education, Derek Wasliv. For the degree of Master of Arts in School and Applied Child Psychology, Emily Baudouin. Hadas Dahari. Cheryl Shear Gabe. Jalisa Gittens. Samantha O'Brien. Gabrielle O'Hara. Samantha Jacqueline Sullivan. For the degree of Master of Arts in Second Language Education, Faten Salah Zaid. Melissa Joy Ans. Halima Salem Hamid. Chuyong Lee. Yermin Lee. Jessica April Shepard. Hinako Takwechi. Lei Xu. For the degree of Master of Science in Kinesiology and Physical Education, Aidan Hallihan. Alexandra Sirois. For the Graduate Certificate in Teaching English as a Second Language, Miriam Lepage. Augusta Lucia Valevicius. For the Certificate in Aboriginal Literacy Education, Catherine Bearskin. Mary Bryan. Helen Charles Charles. Annie Dixon, Dean's Honor List. David Erles. Louise George. Karen Rose Gilpin. Valerie Gilpin. Flora Gall. Jeffrey George Gall. Jennifer Gall. Maxine Laurie Gall. Fawn Isserhoff. Jane Mina Jolie. Madeleine Kapashis Small. Bernadette Cindy Katapatuk. Helen Lutit. Job Masti. Jody Margaret Mianskam. Ruth Mianskam. Roberta Niacapo. Stephanie Susan Niposh, Dean's Honor List. Rhonda Oblin. Robin Pachano. Adonis Rabbitskin Bullfrog, Dean's Honor List. Mabel Rosie Sam. Mina Doris Snowboy. Angela Tapiatic, Dean's Honor List. Louise Trapper. Audrey Visitor. Congratulations. Nancy Voyageur. Charlotte Wishy. For the Certificate in Education for First Nations and Inuit, Stella Sam. For the Certificate in Inclusive Education, Geeta Tazi, Dean's Honor List. Mary Helen Mianscom. Carol Lee Shashweskam. For the degree of Bachelor of Education in Kindergarten and Elementary Education, Stephanie Bailey. Jessica Menina Giambagno. Joanna Alexia Teskeris Jorgantas. For the degree of Bachelor of Education in Kindergarten and Elementary Pédagogie de l'Immersion Française, Emily Chouanière. For the degree of Bachelor of Education in Music Elementary and Secondary, Corey Craigmile, also receiving a Bachelor of Music. For the degree of Bachelor of Education in Physical and Health Education, Angelo Adamo Covone, Teaching and Leadership Award. For the degree of Bachelor of Education in Secondary English, Francesca Gentile. Antonio Giordano. For the degree of Bachelor of Education in Secondary Social Studies, Robert Francis Arsenchek. Farhana Shima Begum. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Lilian Dubé. Yelizaveta Shapareva. For the degrees in the Faculty of Law, Ayodele Olawale Akenroye. For the degree of Master of Laws in Air and Space Law, Laura Marie Boltz. Savartika Kumar. Hélène Chesia. Pierre-Olivier Turcotte. For the degree of Master of Laws in Law, Chanchanok Chuavwana Songetam. Camila Maldi Rodriguez de Sousa. Monica Andrea Narvaez Chicaza. Ivana Lucia Novoa Kuric. Menaka Rapti Ratnyanake. Abu Bakr Toure. For the degree of Bachelor of Civil Law and Bachelor of Laws, Antoine Beauchemin. Frédéric Joseph Gérard Bertrand. Yifan Chen. Alexa Franjak. Caitlin McCann. Daeyeon Min. Pierre-Luc Purtal. For the degrees in the Desautels Faculty of Management, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management, Carlos Octavia Rueda. Faiza Güliz Shahin Yazan. For the degree of Master of Business Administration in Management, Karen Van Thyn. For the degree of Master of Management in Finance, Riyad Ali Mahmoud. Raphaël Doyon. Inkingi Fred Gatali, excuse me. Joanny Grimard. Mario William Hennessy. Wan Yi Hu. Hao Hua. Shuaibo Huang. Aditya Kaul. Shivi Laktakia. Mengdie Liu. Dorat Piro. Samranjit Saluja. Xinyue Shi. Xiang Zhang. For the international degree, master's degree in healthcare leadership, Ursula Aho Glele. Hanan Al Ghuraini. Jonathan Bateman. Shirley Joanna Castillo Salas. Nathalie Duchesne. Nadine Karim El Boroslossi. Muhammad Mamdouh Farid. Karen Lessard. Jorge Marillo Madrinan. Vidya Lushmi Persad. Stacy Sajid Purawal. Diane Damrotowski Roman. Saira Sayed. For the Graduate Certificate in Professional Accounting, Edward Akoto Danso. Jérémy Bastien. Ludovic Tsao. Stephen Chish. Thank you. Eric Guérard. Alexander Lau. Kristina Krasimirova Malcheva. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Finance, Youssef Abdelmuttalib. Yan Ah Ki. Michael Patrick Ozar. Christophe Hugo Carl. Lucas Noratunkian, distinction. Loic Wandege. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in General Management, Paul Bello de Laclotte, distinction. Mathieu Estibal. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Information Systems, Tristan Champoux. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in International Management, Zoe Gallo, distinction. Tristan Joseph Rodriguez. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Labor Management Relations and Human Resources, Idil Guven. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Managing for Sustainability, André Jürgen Matuszek. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing, Hannelore Juliette Estachi. Daniela Suarez. Vivian Wu. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Strategic Management, Ons Ben Nasser. Sebastian Claude de Cabrol. Diploma in Management, Jeffrey Grieg Marshall. For the degrees in the Schulich School of Music, for the degree of Doctor of Music in Performance Studies, Catherine G. Young Ban. Zhenni Li. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Music, Vanessa Blais Tremblay. For the degree of Master of Music in Composition, Gavin Michael Fraser. For the degree of Master of Music in Performance Jazz, William Javier Machado. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Faculty Program in Music, Gabriel Domingue. Boran Muhammad Zaza. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance, Dylan John Cochran. Lei Wu Herbert Fong. Jingyin Lin. Tomo Wakiyama Newton. Shueyao Yang, Outstanding Achievement in Violin. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance, Early Music, Justin Tyler Luchinsky, Dean's Honor List. For the degree of Bachelor of Music in Performance, Jazz, Noam Arturo Guerrier Freud. Alexander Lyubomenko, Distinction. Olivier Salazar. Connor Surdek Young.
Thank you, Professor Soroyan, for a great job. Now, will the graduating class please stand? Je demande à tous les diplômés de se lever. In my capacity as Chancellor of McGill University, I declare and confirm that each of you is now entitled to the distinction, degree, diploma, or certificate that has been conferred upon you with all the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities that are pertinent thereto. À titre de chancelier de l'Université McGill, je déclare et confirme que chacun de vous a maintenant le droit à la distinction de grade, diplôme ou certificat qui vous a été conféré, avec tous les honneurs, droits, privilèges et responsabilités qui y sont rattachés. Congratulations, félicitations. The Secretary General, Ms. Edita Rogovska, will now make a few closing remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Dear graduates, in closing today's ceremony, I would like to leave you with a few words from the late Stanley B. Frost, a McGill professor, university administrator, and historian, who in his work on the history of McGill says the following: "Traditions are hard to come by, but once established, they are remarkably enduring. The university has been fortunate that the tradition was early established that McGill, is not merely an institution, but a community in which bonds of affection are strongly woven, so that a sense of belonging to McGill need not end with graduation, but can be a lifelong experience. J'espère donc que les liens d'amitié que vous avez établis à McGill seront avec vous longtemps et feront partie de tout ce que vous allez faire, tant au niveau professionnel que personnel, que ce soit ici à Montréal, au Canada ou ailleurs dans le monde. Et le monde vous attend et compte sur vos contributions. Félicitations.
To conclude this ceremony, please stand and join Professor Ana Maria Popescu in the singing of our national anthem.
True patriot love in Thank you.